Hello, welcome to episode 6 of The Stefan Show, which has been just a way to dump my thoughts and feelings about life. And yesterday wasn't the best day. It was just kind of a day. It was a day. Yeah, not a lot happened. I kept procrastinating. I had all these goals and ambitions and dreams, and it was a little bit overwhelming. I kind of put it all out there. I wrote it down a couple days ago what I was planning on doing, and it was just too much. I had too much on my plate, and instead of getting it done, I think I was on Instagram and Facebook for hours and really got nothing done. I don't know why I went on in the first place, but yeah, it was just kind of an unproductive day. And then I went to Dunkin' Donuts to try out the Beyond Sausage patty, and they accidentally gave me meat, which was kind of weird. And I noticed after taking a bite, and I was like, "What the hell is?" And it's weird. Okay, so I thought I would maybe miss meat because I was quite a meat eater back about a year ago, and yeah, I thought I would crave it, and then I didn't at all, which was strange. And then accidentally eating it was kind of disgusting. It doesn't taste good. It doesn't. It still smells good. It definitely doesn't taste good. I still enjoy the smell of bacon for some reason. That it's got it's got something that gets you smiling in the morning. But then you think about where it comes from, and it's gross. It's nasty. So, but anyways, yeah. So eating that kind of threw me off. It was a weird time there. So, um, they just messed up everything. They messed up like 7 things all at once, and then overflowed their sink, and then there was water all over the place. And then the manager was kind of messing up just as much as her brand new employee, who was like, every time he spoke, he was in his 40s, I think. But every time he spoke, he was like, "This is my fourth day. I'm so sorry. Can I help you?" And it was just ridiculous. It's like, if you're that unsure about your, he was like scared the whole time, and then he didn't listen to anything any customers asked, and he like was just frantically searching for a button on his touchscreen, and he never hit the right one, and it was weird. It was a strange situation. Um, and then at Walmart, yeah, so I had a lot of customer service problems yesterday. Walmart was weird. I wanted to change all 4 tires in the Tesla because they were running down. People have been driving them a little bit rough. I guess that's why you rent a Tesla, right? To see how fast it can go. But the inside rubber was wearing down on one of the tires. It actually wore down, and one of the guests had to cut it with a knife so it wouldn't flap against and break the body of the car. So I'm glad he took care of that, but we needed to replace that tire right away, which we did, and because we had one on hand. But then we tried to replace all 4, and they were afraid of damaging the battery, so they couldn't jack it up, which kind of makes sense. That the jacks they had were a little bit too big for the locations. They were just afraid of it barely covering the battery and then causing damage. So they wouldn't jack it up. So we're having to jack up our car and replace the tires one at a time, which is kind of frustrating. We didn't have enough time yesterday to do it, so we took care of the tire that mattered and got a new tire on that one. And thank God we had that spare rim so that we could just change them out that way. So that's good. And in the end, it ends up saving money because we're not going to replace. Some of them didn't really need to be replaced immediately, so it works out. What else? Yeah, so it was just an okay day. Meh. You know, I mean, we got the car over to the airport. That was fine. Good communication with the guests, but as far as needle moving activities to get to where I'm trying to go, nothing happened. So I'm kind of bummed about that, but I'm going to push forward today. So I just read or just watched Dean Graziosi's video on his journal. I'm going to implement that in my fullest potential spreadsheet that I've been creating for the past couple of years. I love the stuff that he was talking about. I just can't do the physical writing down stuff. There's something about just hitting that comma button on your cell phone and being able to speak your thoughts into your phone and know that it's there no matter if it gets wet or whatever. It's in the cloud, you're protected, you're not going to lose it. I love journaling digitally. I cannot put pen to paper. First of all, just my handwriting, it's abysmal. So I wouldn't be able to understand what I was saying later on. And also, if I have a long thought and it just needs to be out there, it's so much quicker for me to pull my phone out of my pocket, hit that button, just speak that thought, just get it out there. And then, sure, there might be some errors, but the gist of it is there, and I can correct it later. Same thing, voice memos are good too. So yeah, I'm just not on board with the physical copy of it, but I am learning a lot from his talk on that. And I love how he separates the daily, weekly, and monthly task, and then the not to do list. Like, what are those things that you're doing that, and now after yesterday I figured out what I was doing that is definitely gonna go on that not to do list is going on Instagram and just scrolling Instagram. I think I'm gonna delete all the beautiful women that I'm following on Instagram because there's no need for that, and it's not helping me in my life at all. So I'm gonna delete everyone. I'll keep people like just looking at my Tony Robbins, Elon Musk, Michael Carbonaro. Steve Jobs isn't with us anymore, but Albert Gray. Yeah, we got Jeff Bezos. So I'll keep some people on Instagram as people that I'm following that will help me with my life. But for all those other people that they're just kind of showing off their good times, it doesn't help me with my life, and there's no reason to follow them or to see them. So whenever I do accidentally stumble upon Instagram scrolling stuff, I'd rather be hit with that inspirational, motivational stuff than just sexy women, because that doesn't help me. All right. I think that's about it. Oh yeah, so for today, I'm going to do that my fullest potential. I'm actually going to record some videos and create a lot of content today. So following Gary Vee's advice, and I'm going to set up those channels, create the content, and learn about TikTok, because that seems fun. That's a good way to share my magic with the world, so why not? And then apparently LinkedIn is more than it used to be, so I'll check that out as well. And yeah, so that's my plan for the day. I'll see you tomorrow, and guys, it's been my pleasure.